This is second part of my video, which I posted recently about things I learned from Japan, about Japan while living in Japan. Before I visited Japan, I had this idea of Japan being so highly advanced in technology and stuff like that. However, in some cases, it especially isn't true. Specifically, I'm talking about banking services. Surprisingly, banking in Japan feels really old. I mean, the style of doing things is really old, feels old, and not advanced at all. And basically, you need to take a lot of cash with you before coming to Japan, and be prepared for some difficulties when using credit cards and debit cards and stuff like that. Japan is still cash-driven society, and cashless payments are still not a thing in Japan, and you need to have cash at all times in Japan because you cannot rely on paying by credit card or stuff like that. No, for a person that comes from a country where mobile payments and card payments are actually a preferred method of paying for stuff, it was actually hard to get accustomed to that. I had to constantly think how much I still have in my pocket, and I had to constantly visit ATM machine. And of course, it's not a huge deal if you have an ATM machine nearby, and especially an ATM machine that won't charge you for withdrawing money. Most ATMs in Japan will charge you for withdrawing money. I found that 7-Eleven ATM won't charge me for anything, actually, and I was using only that, and I was lucky for having 7-Eleven near my place, so I could withdraw money at any time, because 7-Eleven is open 24/7. Phone number in Japan is like an ID, and if you don't have one, you are no one. Especially in town hall, when they ask you for your phone number, and if you answer that you don't have one, you will be frowned upon, and they will just think what to do, because this is really unusual situation for them when somebody doesn't have phone number. And because of this reason, and of course other reasons, I wanted to have a phone number and mobile plan for me to use internet outside my apartment. And actually it is quite difficult task, because not every company wants to sign a contract with you, especially on working holiday visa, because it's not so popular actually in Japan. And I had many situations when I explained them to what that visa is. They were like shaking heads and saying, oh, but something. But fortunately, there are some companies that are willing to sign a contract with foreigners, and I found myself one company which gave me 4 gigabytes of internet a month and 10 minutes of phone calls. And that was for about 2,500 yen, so actually it was a good deal. Opening a bank account as a foreigner is a really huge deal, and it will be really difficult for you if you don't have any connections, and probably without a job you won't need a bank account. So when you will find a job, then probably your employer, like mine, will help you to open your bank account. But without those connections, probably you will fail. What's really funny thing for me about Japanese banking is that they have this cash card, which is a really strange thing. I mean, this card is used only to withdraw money from ATM. And that's it. You cannot pay with that card for your groceries. You cannot transfer money with it. You cannot purchase things online. You can only, and this only thing, withdraw your money from ATM machine, and that's it. So that's really strange for me. I've never heard of such thing before. What's really high-tech in Japan is their packaging, and their packaging is top-notch, and I think it's really one of the best. And for an example, I will say that I found in 7-Eleven some ice cones, that whole ice cones with those, you know, swirly part inside a plastic packaging, which protected the whole ice cream from crashing and smashing the ice cream part. That was really amazing to see. Also, in terms of packaging, they tend to keep small packages inside bigger bags. What I mean by that is, for example, I have those pockets here, and inside that big bag there are smaller ones, like that. Oh, sorry. See? And that's good because it keeps your food fresh for a long time. You don't need to eat everything at once or in short period of time. You can just open a big box and eat as you please. You don't need to rush. But of course, it's bad for environment, I think. It generates a lot of garbage, especially when you go to a party or when you throw a party. And after the party, when everybody brings something with them, you are left with enormous amounts of garbage from those small packages, because everything is packed like that. This is senbei. You get this big package, right? And inside, each individual senbei is packed in their own packaging. So when people eat senbeis, they will leave a small plastic bag after eating that senbei. So you will be swimming in those packages. By the way, let's try it. It's actually soft. I specifically asked my friend to choose some soft senbeis because I'm not fond of the hard ones, because sometimes you can get really hard senbeis, and I prefer soft ones for obvious reasons. And it's really soft, nice. It's not too salty. And I think I taste shrimp. Interesting. Japanese people love convenience. They will do absolutely everything for convenience, and that's good. I think it's not bad, right? However, sometimes it feels like it's too much. For example, packaging individual strawberries in plastic bags or bananas in plastic bags, and especially fruits. I don't know why they keep individual fruits or vegetables in plastic bags. Why? I mean, why? Why Japanese people? There is an Instagram account called Plastic Obsessed Japan, and you can find really shocking images there, so check it out. After watching that profile, you will understand what I mean. As I mentioned before, probably you will be eating out quite a lot in Japan because of the small kitchen. You will be tired of cooking constantly in that small space, as me. And you have plenty to choose from. Japanese food is really good. I love it, and I really miss it here in Poland. So please, when you will be in Japan, taste everything, especially street food. Street food in Japan is really good. I recommend you going to places with lots of street food to try out, especially in Kyoto. Kyoto has really good. The restaurants I often went to are Kura Sushi for that kaiten sushi, the sushi that was circling on conveyor belts. Kame Udon for really good udon. Owogiya Ramen, this is a really good chain restaurant. Shokaku, really good ramen near my place, and it was actually quite famous in Gunma Prefecture, so lucky me, yeah. And Yoshinoya for really good gyudon. This is a surprise for me, but I really liked gyudon. I mean, I thought that maybe it's only rice with some slices of meat. However, the sauce, especially, I think the sauce is the secret there. The sauce for gyudon is really tasty and I really like it. Did I mention that customer service in Japan is really good? I mean, it's amazing. The people that are working in restaurants or in shops, they are not constantly attacking you if you want their help or not. They will politely invite you to the shop. They will ask you if you need anything, but they will be really nice about it. And if you actually need some help, they will be more than happy to help you. And they will be really helpful actually. Every time I went to a store or restaurant, I was really satisfied with the service provided me. And I cannot say a bad word, except for the last time, my last visit in that company that was providing me with my mobile phone data. Every time I had some problem with some product I bought in that store, they were handled and they were taken care of. I cannot say a bad word, so yeah, you will be happy when you will visit a store in Japan. Guys, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please hit that like button, it helps me a lot. And if you have any questions about living in Japan, getting that visa, please leave a comment or ask me on Instagram. I will be more than happy to answer your questions if I can. And until next time, cheers!